Hello, everyone. My name is Darlene, otherwise known as Dee. Feel free to call me Dee. Everyone does. I want to welcome you to my channel. And as the title says, I'm here because on September 3rd, exactly 1 month ago, I underwent sleeve gastrectomy. Now, I'm going to explain that to you for those who don't really know what that is. Thank goodness my surgeon gave me this little pain pillow, but it also explains what happens to me. So what it is right here. Let me adjust it. So this is basically the human stomach, and they make a incision and seal off 3/4 of the stomach and remove this part of the stomach, leaving a small pouch that can only contain about 3 ounces. Now this is basically used to restrict how much calories I can take in a day. Why go through these extremes? Well, simply put, my health. Let me tell you a little bit more about myself. I am a single mother of a loving 12-year-old son, and actually in about 11 days, he will be 13-year-old. He'll be a 13-year-old. And those who know me know I'm a hardworking mom, and I take care of my son. And yes, since I was a teenager, just work. But doesn't mean I was healthy. I didn't make healthy choices. I mean, from childhood, I was an obese child and teenager. And then being more mobile around my early 20s, I dropped some weight. But then when I gave birth, I gained a lot of it back and then some. And even though I worked and, maintained constantly moving, the thing is my choices weren't healthy. Not because I hated myself, not because of anything like that. I just didn't make healthy choices. That's all. And sometimes when you work a lot, it's hard to, it's easier to say, hey, instead of getting a burger, I should get a salad. Or, sometimes it's easy just to go out, do McDonald's when you worked double shift or anything like that. So, yes. And I'm accountable for all of that. It is my fault for my being overweight, but that's basically how it happened for me. And, it's very important for us to make healthy choices in our life. And it kind of hit me a little bit later, because what happened is about 2 years ago, my son got sick. And for his privacy, I won't go into what happened, but it caused me to be a stay-at-home mom full time for about 2 years. So in that time, the healthy choices didn't come either. And I realized that I wasn't taking care of myself. And it got to the point that, I take public transportation and I walk my son to school. And at one point, I was walking him to school and my knees started to buckle. It was hurting so bad. And it was just a struggle to get down the street. Now, mind you, it was half a mile, but I've walked that distance and even more in my lifetime. I've walked miles before, but it was to the point where I couldn't catch my breath. I had to keep stopping frequently, and just the pain in my knee. And then I looked into my family history, and we do have knee problems that come in older age. And what happened is I have a best friend, a beautiful best friend who's obese as well. And she had been talking for years about getting the surgery. And, I was kind of him and I don't know. But when this happened, it kind of put into perspective that, I've always thought in my mind, yeah, I can do it by myself. I don't need anybody else. But then with my starting to lose my mobility, made me realize some things, some very important things, that I can't be immobile. I can't wait anymore. And if I could have done it by myself, it would have already been done. So the harsh realization that this needed to take place kind of hit me all at once. So I went to my personal doctor, and I discussed about having weight loss surgery with her. And she agreed. She went through the steps of referring me. She got everything done. I was very, very excited about her help. She was very, very thorough. And then to kind of give you an idea of when this really, really hit, um, on my 33rd birthday last year, that's when I started losing my mobility, and just things really started hitting me. And I started thinking, oh, I don't want to be 34, 35 at this weight. Now, it's hard for me to mention my weight. By around October 1st, I was 350 pounds. My heaviest I ever weighed in my entire lifetime was 358 pounds. Yeah, let that sink in. I'm only 5'4". So it was hard. It was very, very hard to come to this reality because, being a heavy set woman all my life, being a heavy set kid, you learn to have a thick skin. You learn to appreciate yourself for who you are and not care what other people think. But the thing is in finding out how to truly love myself, I realized I had to start taking care of myself. And so I went through the process of having the surgery. I went to the clinic. I have to admit, the best clinic I ever went to, Western Bariatric in San Bernardino. Best clinic I ever went to. They're extremely thorough. They're tough. They're really tough on you. But the thing is if you follow their instructions, it really does work. Pre-surgery, I lost 50 pounds, over 50 pounds. As of today, October 3rd, 2019, my 34th birthday, I weighed myself this morning. I weighed 274 pounds. Yeah, this is the beginning. I still have a long way to go. And I'm going to continue, and I'm going to keep fighting, and I'm going to keep doing my best. And throughout this journey, I'm going to show everybody how it is. And this is for anyone really who's considering it, who's going through it. I have no problems explaining anything. Please leave questions that you have for me. I'll link my other social media so you can ask anything, and I'll make whole videos for you on the process and how it's going. It's not easy. And for those who are wondering, it's not the answer. It's a tool. It's a extreme tool, but it does work when you do it right. Now, again, this video may not be for everyone because I know there's about a million other weight loss journey videos out there on YouTube, but that's not what this is about for me. One, I have a lot of family that asks a lot of questions about it. And you know how annoying it is to repeat the same thing over and over again? So this is partly for them, and this is too for anyone out there who's struggling and wants some answers and are considering different avenues. This is just to give them some real life out there facts. And what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to sugarcoat everything and say, it's the most wonderful thing in the world. It's hard. Just like any other change in your life, it's hard. And I'll go into all different aspects of that. But I hope you enjoyed the video and found it some information out of it, some little gem, something that can help you. If you know anybody who's interested in weight loss surgery or anything like that, please pass the video on, pass the information on. And if you like it, please leave a like, subscribe. Please feel free to comment. Just please stay respectful. I'll link all my social media in the description, and hopefully we can share each other's journey and uplift everyone. So thank you so much, and much love to everyone. By the way, I forgot to add, I'm going to show you some pictures, some before, some after pictures. I'm also going to show my wounds, which is not an easy thing for me to show because, you know, my belly was swollen. I don't like really showing my belly anyway. But here's a fair warning. It is a bit gruesome. It's not a pretty picture. But it is what it is. And hopefully anybody can find some encouragement or enlightenment off of it. Thanks.
I keep a photograph in which we were in love, caught in your eyes, waiting for the sunrise. I barely even knew who you were. What did you do? I didn't care, 'cause you were perfect, I swear. But somebody told me that it's all